Raising your vibration is honestly the simplest, easiest way to look at how you can bring about some incredible transformation and really positive changes in your life. I've become a magnet for some of the most incredible things that I was working so hard for in my life, so hard. And when I realized from doing this that I never had to work that hard for these things, all I had to do was vibrationally align with them, and therefore I'd be a magnet and they'd come to me. God, if you'd explained that to me in elementary school, let me tell you something. So what I'd like to do in this video is share with all my amazing friends here the top 3 ways to raise your vibration, according to me, of course. I've been experiencing a lot of really good success, literally just over the past month and a half in my life, since I did a really big vibration shift. And I want to share with you some of the things that I've been doing that I believe these are the really top 3 things that are what yields the greatest results in terms of raising that vibration, getting that vibe out there, being that powerful vibrational attraction point. So the very first thing I want to say on this video, the number 1 way to raise your vibration is to align yourself with well-being. Now, what I want you to understand and what I've learned is that well-being is actually our natural state. You're supposed to feel good all of the time. That's literally who you are. Source feels incredible. There's a reason why you read about all these enlightened people that explain that they're just in absolute bliss and ecstasy for literally no reason at all. It's because they're in alignment with who they are. And I want to let you know that everybody has the opportunity to align with this, and you don't got to pursue this crazy epic word called enlightenment to unlock it for yourself. It's simple. There is a powerful source of well-being and goodness in our universe, and it's actually who you are. And if you align with it, which I'm about to explain to you how you can do that, if you align with it, well-being and goodness literally flow through you, and you start attracting all these incredible things in your life as a positive consequence of that, you see. But the best part of it is that you feel really, really good. That's honestly the best part. Now, what I've learned about feeling really good is that you attract things that feel really good to you. So when you feel really down, when you feel really negative, you end up experiencing a lot of things that aren't the best. Okay, they're not the best things. You don't necessarily want to be experiencing those things. And understand that your feeling came first before that. You felt bad and bad things happen. You feel good and good things happen, right? This is a simple human way to look at this law of attraction principle. Now, when you open yourself to the source of well-being and you align yourself with it, you feel really good. And that is what I've discovered is one of the best ways to raise your vibration naturally, is to just be that, to align with that natural sense of yourself. So what you want to do, it's very simple. Understand that that wellness is who you are. So when you're looking at something and you're thinking about something and you feel good and you feel well, while you think about it and are focusing on it or taking action on that, that's a really good sign that it's in alignment with source. So keep going. Now, naturally doing that, everything is always expanding. Law of attraction is always taking place. So as you're feeling good, doing something that feels good to you, more and more things that you love doing that feel good show up in your life, you see. So what you want to do is you want to focus on things that feel good. And when you turn your attention towards something that doesn't feel good and it feels bad, understand that you are now in a state of resistance. You are essentially cutting off that connection to that flow of wellness that fuels the most incredible vibration raising power that is like it's unrivaled by anything else. And that's why I wanted to put this as number 1, is because it's so potently true. Focus on what feels good. Do you love watching spiritual YouTube videos? Watch them. Do you love going on walks? Go on a walk. Do you love, like me, hanging out with crystals and focusing on them? I certainly do. So focus on things that feel good. It's the fastest way to raise your vibration. And when something pops up into your reality that doesn't feel good, you don't need to go like this, no, go away, I don't want you here. Instead, just turn your attention back towards what you do like and what does feel good. So if you had to go to work and you didn't like the way that that made you feel, well, you're going to work because your beliefs say that I have to do this, all right? If you worked on your beliefs, you could achieve a reality, and by raising your vibration, you certainly will, where you get to do what you love and make money doing it. That's a promise from source. You wouldn't have come here to be a slave to something you don't like. You just wouldn't have done that. So what you want to do when you're going to work because you believe you've got to and you keep choosing to, don't focus on the thought of, oh, it sucks that I have to go to work today, and you're thinking about, I really don't like being here. While you're at work, think about something you really do love. Visualize yourself out on that hike, right? Visualize yourself doing what you love. Maybe you like painting. Again, maybe you like hanging out with crystals like me. So keep your crystal with you at work. That's a powerful magnet for attraction, because while you're at work, instead of expanding negativity, you keep remembering, oh, I've got this awesome crystal in my pocket. I love this thing. So you're emphasizing appreciation, you see. So this is very simply put, and I could talk about this for an entire video, and you know what, damn it, I will. I'll make a whole video just about this. As a matter of fact, I already have. Look at that. I've got some law of attraction videos playlist tagged below for you guys. So that's number one. It's really that simple to raise your vibration. Focus on what feels good. Stop giving your attention to things that don't feel good. You won't solve them by focusing. You don't solve problems by focusing on problems. You solve problems by focusing on feeling good, and then the solution comes on its own, because you're a very powerful being and you will solve all of your problems for yourself on a quote unquote higher level than you need to deal with on the human level. So it's not your job to deal with problems and think about all these things you don't like. It's your job to be here now and to feel good. And if you can really accomplish that, knowing within yourself that it's only your job to feel good right now, nothing else is your job, you will see that everything you've ever wanted comes to you, and your vibration will literally take off like a rocket ship in an instant moment when you fully realize that and you fully allow it to be the truth of your experience and what you allow to come through you. And doesn't it feel good to consider that that is true? Doesn't it feel good to feel that, oh, I don't need to worry about my problems right now? Doesn't it feel good to know that someone else on this higher level of yourself is taking care of that for you? Doesn't it feel good to know that it's not your responsibility, that there is no job that is yours other than to enjoy your life and feel good? Well, doesn't it make sense that that good feeling is a cue to you to keep focusing on that and to keep letting that be true in your life, because it feels good, and so that must be who you are, right? Because things that don't feel good aren't you, and things that do feel good are you. So it really is that simple. Listen to the inner guidance system within you about whether something feels good or whether it doesn't. And you'll find that you don't even have to worry about raising your vibration anymore, because you're just in a perfect homeostasis with source. Now I'm going to throw this number 2 into this video because it's absolutely true for me. It's just, it's awesome. So I work with crystals a lot. And to me, I've found that that is one of the absolute best ways to intentionally shift my vibration to what I want, you see. When you learn about the law of attraction, you understand clearly that what you are putting out is what you get back. And in order to experience some kind of change outside of yourself, you've got to experience that change within yourself. So for example, I've got some crystals in my crystal vest here today, and I'm just going to very quickly share with you some examples of what I do and how I do this. Number 1, Diamantina Lemurian quartz is to me the most powerful crystal to me in my reality, because what ends up happening when I focus on it is I get so high, so tall, it's like absolute freedom. I literally feel like I can see so clearly where I'm going. I'm so tuned into my creative power. I feel like I'm very wealthy. I feel like I'm very abundant. And because I feel that way, more and more comes. So this is the second part to this. Surround yourself in things that make you feel high vibe. It's that simple, you see. I shared using crystals with you, but you know what I'm really saying? You know what I'm actually saying? I'm not actually telling you that the best way to raise your vibration is to work with crystals. I'm telling you that the best way to raise your vibration is to surround yourself with things that you love and make you feel good and make you feel abundant. Whatever that is for you. It could be a rock collection on the ground. You could collect twigs. And if you really felt abundant having those, congratulations. You have just shifted your vibrational attraction point. Now, for me, it's crystals because they have magic power in my reality. There's vibrations that are inherent in every single one that I'm able to tune into, and I'm able to allow that energy to manifest and ripple through my reality. And it works every single time for me. The fact that I can just pick up a crystal and boom, instant shifts, instant manifestation, come on. That's like the coolest reality hack ever. But I want you to understand that you don't have to follow in line with what I'm saying and work with crystals. You want to surround yourself with things that feel good. People that are really good and are really happy, you'll tune into that energy. You'll feel that. Locations that feel really beautiful to you, that make you feel like, wow, life is amazing, that's very powerful. Because again, whatever you're feeling within yourself is emphasizing to reality. So whatever it takes for you to surround yourself with, and whatever it takes for you to let go of and stop focusing on so much because it doesn't feel good, that's really key to raising your vibration and shifting your attraction point. Now let's go ahead and hop into number 3. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to me. Seriously. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to other people. You want to know how I did it? You want to know how I achieved so much success in my reality? You want to know how you can without needing anything? And this works for anyone, wherever you are standing right now, no matter what you look like, your life situation, where you live, it doesn't matter. There is a voice within you. This is the easiest way to express it. There's a voice within you. There's a feeling within you. You have felt it since day one, since you were a kid. It has always been there, okay? And if you haven't been listening to it for years and years and years, it might be harder for you to hear it. I know that happens to a lot of people. They've lost touch with that voice. But understand that if you stop listening to everything else, all your ideas in your mind about what you think about life, everybody else's ideas, what everybody else is saying, what the advertisements are saying, just stop. And listen only to the subtle sound of this incredible power within you. Because if you listen to that and you move with it, and you allow that to be the energy that comes through your lips when you speak, when you allow that to be the energy that you reach out and grab things with, you will have just achieved the most powerful vibrational state compared to anything that you possibly could. This is what they mean when they say you have the answers within you. But nobody ever explains it. Everyone likes to keep it all mystifying and mystical. You've got to shave your head and surrender all your worldly possessions and go live in a monastery for 10 years to be able to understand what I'm saying, that you have the answers within you. No, you don't. Okay? No, you absolutely don't. Now, if focusing on that feels good to you, then yes, you certainly should. But I myself have discovered you don't need anything to be able to be absolutely standing in your power and emphasizing the most incredible sensations and energy within you to reality that you've ever experienced, that you could ever imagine. It's very powerful. And it's within you. And it literally is a feeling. It literally is a voice. You need to understand that you know all that is because you are all that is. Now, again, don't let that be some mystifying thing that takes you further away from what I'm really saying. It actually is extremely simple. Let's take a step back here because this is really powerful. This is something that you're really going to like. I know it. That feeling within you we talked about earlier in this video in number 1. When you focus on something and it doesn't feel good, understand that that's not you. It's not in alignment with who you are. So stop. If it burns your finger to touch a hot stove, stop putting your finger on the hot stove, you see. Now, when something feels really good, move towards it. It's that simple. That's the internal guidance system within you, really. But oftentimes we get so caught up in all these ideas and understandings and beliefs that you might have someone in your life saying that this is the way to do this. Now, rationally to you, that makes sense. Rationally, I could see what this person's saying. Yeah, maybe I should do that. But you don't have to make your decisions from up here, you understand. This right here is an extremely powerful tool for attracting things to yourself in reality. Watch my law of attraction videos below to understand what I mean by that if you don't already. That's what this is, a powerful tool for deliberately focusing and bringing things to you that you want. That's what it's for. It's not for rationalizing and trying to understand reality. That's what this is for within you. That's where the understanding and knowing already is. So listen to that feeling. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to what I'm saying. The only question you ever have to ask yourself is, does this feel good to me? If it feels good, keep going. If it feels bad, stop. It's not for you. So it's so challenging in today's day and age because all the science and all the intelligence and intellect and everybody knows what they're talking about. I have met so many enlightened gurus here in Sedona. If you know what I'm saying. I'm being humorous on purpose. Understand that the best voice to listen to is the one within yourself. So when there's something that's kind of taking your attention from you and directing you, follow me, this is the way, I want to let you know that's the first clue that it is absolutely not. It is absolutely not. Listen more to things that hold up a mirror and reflect you back to yourself, you see, because that's where you really want to look. You really want to look within yourself. So when something's a really good reflection, and points you back in the direction of who you are. These are good information and teachers, in my opinion, are ones who don't tell you, do this over here. Instead, they just hold up a mirror and say, do you see yourself? You see yourself? Look, that's you. So there's a big difference in energy. But I understand that it's hard when there's so much information and there's so many people on YouTube and everybody seems to know what they're talking about. Even me, I know. But you are the only one who knows for sure. You are the only one who truly knows what is right in your experience for the unique expression of source that you are. So that's number 3, everybody. Stop listening to me. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to anybody else. Stop giving your power and your attention to all these things that want to take your hand and walk you over in this direction. Just stop. You literally have everything you need right here. It's as simple as listening to that vibration within yourself. It's like a compass. I'm pointed in this direction. Well, what that person's saying sounds rational. This idea I have about life and what I'm supposed to do sounds rational, but how does it feel? It's rational to think that you need to go to a 9-to-5 job every day to feed yourself. That's rational. But when you really look at it, how does that make you feel? For someone, it might feel good because they might actually be in alignment with their true path from source that has been given to them. But what you've got to understand is if for you, looking at that doesn't feel good, then stop. It's not logical. Stop looking at logic. Stop looking at what is scientific. Stop looking at what is the norm. Stop. Because you're letting your mind and other people's mind and thought forms drive your reality for you. You came here with a very specific power and eminence within you. If you could learn how to let that drive your reality, you will find that you are the most thriving motherfucking success in the entire universe. You'll find that. I know it. And if you want to know if what I'm saying is true or not, this is all you got to ask yourself. Does that feel good to look at? Does it feel good to think about and consider that? Does it feel good? Does it feel free? Or does it feel restricting? Does it feel stuck? Does it feel down? Does it feel tired? Or does it feel like infinite power and inspiration within yourself? Because that's who you are. That's why it feels good. It feels good because that's who you are. It's your natural state. Remember, your natural state is a natural state of well-being and goodness. And so when something reflects to you that feeling, it's who you are. And all you want in this experience, I promise you this, I really promise you this, all you really want is to be yourself. That's it. You don't really want to achieve that fame and wealth. Not really. What you really want is the feeling of freedom and success and feeling good and achievement and worthiness. And imagine if you suddenly woke up right now in this very moment and realized all of those feelings are actually already right here, right now within yourself. That these things you already have. And the biggest cosmic joke of them all in this level of reality and experience that we navigate together, well, the biggest cosmic joke about it, you see, is that the moment you find that absolute whole and completeness within yourself and you no longer need that success, suddenly you are a vibrational match for that success. And oh Lord, it comes. Oh Lord, it comes, and it comes so fast, and it comes so good, and it feels so good to be surrounded by things that are a true reflection of who you really are. But you must first be the change that you're looking for in reality within yourself. And that is why raising your vibration is the most important thing that you can do. But even deeper, even under that silly sentence, that what does that even mean? What does it mean to raise your vibration? It means to be yourself. It means to let go of the things that are not you. You can set those down now. You've held them long enough to have experienced them. Now, you can give yourself permission to set those things down. You no longer need to engage with problems in your life. They're not real. It's a hallucination. The only thing that is real and true is absolute unconditional bliss, love, and well-being. That is the only thing that is actually real. Everything else is a hallucination. So be in that presence, and you will feel the incredible power that comes through you in these moments. You are freedom. You don't need to achieve something to feel free. You have the freedom right now to focus your thought, to focus your vibration, and to choose any feeling within yourself to emanate to reality. You are free, and that's something nobody could take from you, even if they stuck you in an extremely powerful metal cage and sunk you to the bottom of the ocean. You would still have your freedom, and you always will. Thanks. Much love.